again and rose to stand in my defense. So I come to tell you He's alive, to tell you that He dries every tear that falls.
Hello, this is Clint Louie coming to you with 5 minutes from friendship. I want to deal with something very, very serious today. Depression. Depression. I used to have the attitude that depression was just something people just have a pity party and they need to get over it. You know, people say I'm depressed, and I would think, pick yourself up by the bootstraps and move on with your life. Quit acting like a child. You know, it's easy to think that way until it happens to you. And I'm terribly sorry for my own attitude on that. And it's when it happened to me, I realized that this is so much more serious. I won't go into all the story. You have your own story perhaps. But I will tell you this, that I reached a place several years ago, I reached a place where I had no pleasure in my wife, no pleasure in my children. I didn't want to be around them. I wanted to sit in a dark room for hours and hours on end, and even reached a point where I would look at my reflection in the bathroom mirror. And I looked at that image I saw, and I would tell myself, and I'd say to that man in the mirror, I hate this man. I hate you. You know, it was depression. Depression. It's real. But I believe there's a God in heaven that can give us the victory. Are you the depressed one today? Do you know someone who's depressed? Maybe you should share this message with someone today, because I believe there are answers for depression. And maybe you'd like us to talk more about this subject or to delve more into it. Well, if you'd write me and let me know, or make a comment, let me know, and I'll be glad to walk with you through more of this. Or maybe we could talk privately or do more 5 minutes from friendship on this subject. But let me give you something today. Psalm 77. Psalm 77, verse 2. The psalmist said, in the day of my trouble I sought the Lord, and my sore ran in the night and ceased not. My soul refused to be comforted. There's depression. My soul refused to be comforted. Charles Spurgeon, great preacher many years ago, said, my spirits were sunken so low that I could weep by the hour like a child, and yet I knew not what I wept for. Depression. If you read the Bible, you find many people battled depression. Moses battled depression. King Saul battled depression. Elijah battled depression. David fought depression. Jonah fought depression. Depression is real. It can take many forms, many types of depression. There's an anxiety form of depression, worry, fear. There's an anger type of depression, anger. There's a withdrawing type of depression, which is a very, very serious form. Withdrawal is sense of hopelessness, helplessness. You just cut yourself off from anyone and anything. Depression, it's real. And of course, it has many causes. Now listen, I don't believe depression is the root. Depression is the fruit. There's a deeper cause, spiritual causes, guilt, bitterness, negative thinking, all those things, self-pity, those can be causes. Your physical health can be a cause of depression, bodily cycles in a woman, anemia, low blood sugar, hormone imbalances, environmental causes, traumatic causes, death of a loved one, a traumatic experience, personal illness, personal injury, causes. But I want to get today into solutions. And there are many things we could say here, but let me give you just 3 simple things right from the Bible. God said in Psalm 77, verse 10, and I said, this is my infirmity, but I will remember the years of the right hand of the Most High. He said, I will remember. If you're going to battle depression, you need to remember the goodness of God. You need to fill your mind with the things of God. Number 2, he said, I will meditate also of all thy word. That's going beyond memory. That's actually actively thinking on it. Write it down. Think on it. How about this? If you're saved, think on the blood of Jesus Christ. Think on the prayers God has answered. Think on the hope God gives. And then he says, thirdly, I will talk of thy doings. In Psalm 77:12, talk of thy doings. I will remember, I will meditate, I will talk. You need to actively talk of what God has done for you. Now, I know this is very brief, but I want to help you today as we deal with depression. Write me. Let me know. Would you please, if I could be a further help to you. May God bless you and hope you have a great day.